Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. So today we have a tarot reading for Michelle, and it's pretty cut and dry reading that she wants. She wants to know that if she has sexual intercourse with a certain someone, if that person will, still want to be with her, or is this person going to ghost her? So let's find out. Is this person just going to use her for sex, or does he really want to be with her? So I'm just going to shuffle in these cards for a while and just going to cut them. So for this, we're going to do a 7-card draw, past, present, future. We'll look at the question in terms of the key of it. We'll look at some of the energy surrounding this present situation. We'll look at where Michelle's attitude, or kind of what she's wanting or thinking, whether it's subconscious or conscious. And then we'll finally look at the outcome. So the past is the 4 of Cups. That's this card right here. Okay, the 4 of Cups is really about uncertainty. It's a time of decision. It's a time of turning inward so that we can find our truth, try to get answers. The present situation is the 4 of Wands. And you can see that here. The 4 of Wands is it's about stability. That's a current situation. It's about stability. When you see the 4 of Wands, it's really about almost think of like a table. As long as it's got 4 legs, it's standing. If you lose one of the legs, that table tends to, drop. It's no longer functional, structurally sound. This is about success. So it kind of brings a level of success, or, in this particular case, we're talking about a relationship with someone else. So there's sort of this sense of security or sense of success with the relationship, like things are building. And the near future, and I'm calibrated to about 3 months out. In the near future, we have the 7 of Cups. 7s in numerology are usually a fairly spiritual number. It can be emotional, but it's also a really good number for manifesting things into your life. And this card here is all about manifesting your dreams, your fantasies, fears, those kind of things. So it's really whatever it is that you're wanting to put out there is what you will actually reap. That's the kind of things that will come about. So it's definitely, again, another time of decision making. But this wish card basically gets you what you want. So in the near future, with regard to this relationship, it does seem as though, just from these 3 cards, that this person is not just using you for sex. Let's look at the really the answer to the outcome card here with regard to this relationship. Okay, so we have the Death card. Death card can mean literal death in some readings. In this particular reading, it doesn't mean that. In this, it's about transformation. It's the importance of letting go of things that are no longer working for you in your life. So maybe if there's things that you've done in the past, or ideas, or certain ways that you've worked situations with partnerships or relationships, this is sort of the answer, is to kind of turn away from some of those old patterns in order to do some, to see things differently, or to kind of take on some new stances, or just a new way of doing things, basically. So let's look at the current situation. We showed that was that 4 of Wands. That was the analogy I used, was sort of that table. As long as you got a 4 leg standing, you're doing pretty good. It's a time of celebration. It's a time of, feeling like everything is secure in your life and everything. It's where the first taste of success sort of happens, where maybe in the past relationships haven't been always quite what you wanted them to be, and now something special is coming along, and you're feeling that, and it's good. The energy surrounding that, though, is this Seven of Pentacles. So again, we have another seven. We talked about sevens a moment ago, saying that there's a spiritual dimension to the number seven in numerology. In the tarot, this particular card here, the Seven of Pentacles, is sort of about being inert. It's about taking time to sidestep other things that we've been working hard on. And it's a time of being lax a little bit. So oftentimes when this card comes up, to give a kind of an example of how it's used, is imagine yourself working a job, you're trying to save up money for a car, and you're getting that goal achieved, and maybe you got enough money for the car, but now you know that buying a car, you're going to need money to take care of that car, to maintain it, the maintenance, the gas, the occasional repair, those kind of things, the insurance. So these things would mean that you would need to keep working and to keep moving forward in order to be able to pay for that vehicle. So what happens is sometimes, like with teenagers, for example, they may be gifted a car. It might be something nice from a parent or a grandparent or someone like that. Or maybe they've worked a restaurant job or some kind of other job in order to save up money for that vehicle. And now with that job, they've worked really hard. Their boss likes them. Everybody thinks that they're a good worker. But now that they're coming closer and closer to their goal, their hard work is kind of waning. They're not as serious about the job anymore, because now they're getting what they want. They're in a better situation. So they're kind of like letting some of the things that they took in, that initial momentum, they're kind of letting it go. And as a result, maybe they're not going to have that job much longer. Maybe someone else will come along and take their position. There could be greater competition in the workforce, those kind of things. And so it's this inertness that happens, as a sense. So it's about saying, don't take things for granted. And in this context, in the context of this reading with where you're at right now, there's that part of you that's saying, I don't want to take this for granted, or do I? So it's, don't get too lax in the relationship. Don't be too secure in it quite yet. This is kind of what this card is trying to tell you, that, yeah, you're experiencing this first taste of success. You've met someone. This person is impressive. This person is, you've got feelings for, maybe, perhaps. And it's not a time, though, to just, deep dive into this relationship without a little apprehension. So the question itself is one of apprehension anyways. It's sort of like, well, I want to be with this person, and I'm thinking about maybe moving this relationship forward, but I don't want to be ghosted. I don't want this person just to use me for sex. I don't want to just be somebody's tool that's discarded. I don't want to feel everything that goes along with that. So moving on, we have where you're kind of at in terms of your energy, your attitude about the situation with regard to this. And we have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Cups in the tarot is all about relationships. We've had cups throughout this reading. Like in the past, it was that one being offered and then kind of refusing it. In the near future, you'll have the Seven of Cups, which is the kind of the relationship wish card, in a sense. You'll get what you want within the realm of that relationship. So it could be, so the old adage is to be careful what you wish for. This is the attitude where you're at right now, is this Knight of Cups. Knights are about movement. When we think of knights, we think of charging off into battle, going forward, moving things forward. So there's that dimension with this that you're feeling. It's that feeling of like wanting to move the relationship forward, maybe to move forward with this, with sex. And with the cup, holding that's that holding on to the relationship. So you want the relationship, the emotions, everything in check as you move forward with it. Finally, we get to the outcome. And the outcome is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands right here is pages are messengers. They bring us messages. And so your outcome is this message. And the message is one of action, one of creativity. It's this spark of an idea. It gets you excited. It stirs up good things within you. So just remember that it's about creative action, creative activity. It's about, so the key to this creativity, the key to this forward momentum and all, is to really let go of, old beliefs, old things that you've had in the past, whether it be that, if I have sex with someone, this person is going to leave me, or this idea that maybe it's just a belief that you've held on to, that if I let, myself get too physical with someone, then that person won't respect me or want to be with me moving forward. So that's really the reading. And so I hope that this has helped you a little bit on some level. It doesn't appear like, and I'm not picking up anything as far as like this person just using you only for sex. That's not what this person's motivation is. I'm not picking that up. So in that sense, I do feel like they will want to continue communicating with you and staying in touch. To what level the relationship goes, that's really going to be up to you, because you are the one in control of it, because you in the future get your wish. So it's a really good reading. So congratulations on that. I always like to be able to give people good news whenever possible, and I'm happy to report that this is good news for you. So thank you very much. If you guys have any questions or anything about this reading, or if you'd like to help Michelle out based on this reading or based on your own divination, please leave some advice for her in the comments below this video. We did not mention any names in terms of who this individual is for the sake of privacy. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please do so. If you hit the bell notification on the bottom below this video, that will get you notifications like on your devices, like your smartphone. So every time we come on and do these live streams, you'll get instant notification of that, so that you can either join in, get your questions asked. Always like to try to stay engaged with people and in the chat, and then, you know, get some other questions answered as well. If you guys would like to support the channel or support what we, the monks, do, that information will be in the description of this video. But beyond that, everyone, have a wonderful day. It's a good Monday.